Welcome to the space adventures of mining space pirate Captain Bucko Drink and his crew of 7 dwarfs apparently right now, given that all we're doing is actually just mining. I accidentally started a war at the end of yesterday's episode in the comment section when I said we need votes for either wide boy or long boy for Bucko Drink's new 3x2 size ship. This ship in its total area is 2x2. So you got to think we're going to get an entire other chunk either on the side or on the top there. And I think I'm going to have to give it to the tall boys. The highest voted comment on yesterday's episode does ask for a tall boy. And I've got to give it to democracy here, but I do recognize the wide boys out there. There were a lot more comments about wide boy in total, but there were more votes on the tall boy. So I'm going to give it to the tall boys. Either way, I'm going to blow your mind here. It really doesn't matter. So there was actually a great suggestion on yesterday's episode. Why not just keep jumping forward until we get to the Slavers Guild? Now, someone else left a comment basically saying that the total jumps we can do with the ship, the 40 hyper jumps there, is with the amount of fuel currently in our engines, not in total. Now, I thought that we could just jump back to our starting system here, given that's, 2 intergalactic jumps. Over back to where we started. We didn't actually salvage the first station, so we'd be able to just go and claim that and jump back on. But now that I know that we can make a ridiculous amount of hyper jumps, we could just jump all the way over to the Slavers Guild and build our ship there in the only allied system in space. That makes a lot of sense. If we can find an allied station and just start building there where we've got that protection, that's actually a really good idea. So we'll come back to the abundant resource system later on, because we've got this one to clear out and this one. This one having, look at the amount of stars, the amount of planets and asteroids we could potentially exploit there. So we'll finish off this this area where we are now for the hyperfuel. We won't worry about this one. Honestly, the energy could be quite good, but we're just going to be hyper jumping. I don't think we burn up any energy when we do that. So let's get to it. Okay, here's the first one of our big jumps over to our slaver pals. Let's go for this. Hopefully, it isn't going to take us too long to get there, because realistically, we're only doing, like, a few jumps. 3 jumps to get over to the next hyperlane, then another jump, then 3 jumps to get to the next hyperlane, then another jump. So this should be relatively easy. We've got 41 jumps left. I assume that's where they've quite literally just topped up the engine. So we're going to have to go. Hopefully, things don't get... Oh, shit. There we go. Hopefully, things don't get even harder the further we come out here. Whether or not that's just been a coincidence that we have found the much stronger Federation vessels as we've left the space that we started in. What is this one? This is the cult, isn't it? This is the cult systems. Well, that took like 2 seconds to get here. Let's see if we can find a friendly station to set up shop in. Then we got the actual... here we go. This will do. Yeah, nice. We'll go check this one out as well, because this one's a little more... Okay, definitely not that one then. Yeah, this is great. Let's drop here. I hope there's enough room to actually build whatever it is we want to build here, right? Hopefully they're not too spread out across the... Oh, yeah, look at this. Fantastic. Hey. Hello, slavers. Hello, friends. We're here too. So what we're going to have to do then, because we don't have enough ship points, right, to build the long boy, if I try and put that on the map, you see that we've got -2. We're 2 points over. So what we're going to have to do is build a small ship to start off with, transfer all our stuff over to that, and then scrap the penetrator, then build the new big ship. And I guess we'll start taking apart all of the facilities that obviously we're not going to need anymore. So let's get rid of the prison for a start, given that we barely used that anyway. Don't think it was entirely worth the investment we made into it. I guess we'll also take apart the medical bay here as well, just because that's a bit unnecessary. I can't click on the... can't click on those. I guess it's because they are wall mounted. I have to do those first. Okay, let's get rid of all that. We get rid of you as well. Grow beds will leave as long as possible. We'll try and stop it on the next growth cycle. What don't we want? I mean, I'd like to keep all of this machinery active in case we do need to, say, refine some more hull blocks. We could get rid of the laser weapons, just because we're probably not going to use those in a hurry. I'm going to bump everybody up to highest priority botany, construction, maintenance. Research is really secondary right now. I mean, mining, we might as well leave highest because we're not going to do any mining. There we go. Man, they're getting that down fast. Holy crap. There's Slavers Guild that they're constantly calling us up. What do you want? Hi. What are you lacking this time? 4 energy cells. Take it. Take it. Go. Have it. Get out of here. They're letting us sit here and build a whole ship, and they keep having loads of reinforcements come in. So you know what? I'm not going to annoy them, okay? Whatever they want, they can have. Don't let them hear that, though. Oh, no. Let's go stuck in an infinite building loop. Les, step out of it, Les. Okay, there we go. We're good. Oh, no. No, we're not good. What's she doing? What are they doing? Cancel? You know, I'm not entirely sure I know what they were doing there. Okay, we're good. We're good. We can just get a little power on that and forget about it. There it goes. The penetrator's first wing is being dismantled. We've moved everything over into this side of the ship and obviously onto the new ship there. I was just setting up a little area for industry just in case we are caught with no blocks. It would be better to kind of have something, you know, ready to go in an emergency, right? So I'm going to put an airlock here and we're going to move a recycler. We'll probably have a recycler and some sort of whole block building object. Where are you right now? What's wrong with you? I thought it was their oxygen levels dropping then. Jesus, this scared the life out of me. Thought I'd accidentally left a giant breach in the hull somewhere. What the fuck do you people think you're doing? The CS, the Pew Pew, have walked right into this slaver's headquarters. We got a couple of ships coming in. I assume to try and back us up. Maybe they thought we were a derelict because all the bloody power's gone out. Okay, here we go. The second they step through that door, they're going to get absolutely rocketed into next week. You are done for, my friend. Well, we know they're in there. They can't have gone anywhere else. Die. Nice. How dare you? How dare you step on my ship? You made me break my friggin' machine now. Get out of my base, Gamma. That's what I fucking thought. Right, well, that's very convenient that we're right next to a slavers guild, isn't it? Because I know where you people are fucking going now. Unbelievable. Take the crew as prisoners. Let me ring up the slavers and get these guys sold off immediately. Hi there. I'm here to sell some prisoners. Release for free. If we give them to them, we gain full relationship. I'll ask for a price. For these fine captives, they're going to give us hyperfuel, artificial meat, processed food, and some credits. Yeah, we'll take that to the other ship. Thank you. Thank you, Heather. Thank you. What were they thinking? Idiots. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, go stay at the Savers Guild, everybody said. Oh, that'll be safe. Good one. Good one. Nice work. Now they're on my other ship blowing up my robots. Oh, unbelievable. Well, I suppose we don't need you guys. I'm trying to build a fucking medical bed as fast as possible because I thought we'd be safe here. I'm so angry. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. That's what I thought. Get out of my stuff. Go. Leave. Shit. We accept ceasefire. Oh, fucking do you now. Take them all prisoner. Leave the ship derelict. You come on my ship again. You mess with the wrong space pirate, Captain King Bucko Drink. My ship now. 2 hyperfuel, 3 artificial meat, 2,273 credits. The unfortunate thing is I think our hammer is actually quite literally about to die. Because we didn't have any medical beds because I assumed we'd be safe and it turns out we were not safe. Even here, we were not safe. Yeah, hammer fucking died the second we built the medical bed. I'm so angry about that. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I almost want to execute Krusty. But you know what, Krusty? I'm letting you stay alive. So you can be sold into a life of servitude. I can't believe we lost someone. And now it's crashed. No. No. Damn it. Well, never mind. Never mind. These things happen, don't they? We might actually be able to keep him alive this time. We might just be able to keep him alive this time. You can do it. Open wound regressing. Probability to get better 10%. Can be cured by a doctor. Can be cured with medical supplies. Have we already transferred the medical supplies over? I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Yes, we have. Okay. So let's go like this then. Let's go to you and transfer back over the IV bags and the medical supplies. You know what? Just send them all back. Let's do that fast. I've got everybody drafted up to do extra work for a little while. Obviously, they've shot all the fucking robots, which is a bit of a pain. Hammer. You will live, Hammer. Okay. Recovery boosted. Sleeping. Open wound healed. I think this time we're actually going to keep Hammer. Maybe that crash was a blessing in disguise. Definitely wasn't me tinkering in the background. Missile turrets are done. Now, there can't be much left on the research to go, right? Maybe we could start working on some actual entertainment for our people. But they're landlubbers, you know? You gotta whip them into line, Bucko Drink. We can't start giving them couches and jukeboxes. That's not the Bucko Drink way. We're gonna go for quantum research. Logistics overwhelmed. Oh, the memories we had on you, little penetrator. Oh, what a horrible way to phrase that. There it goes. That was the kitchen area, and this was the kind of little living area expansion we did when we started giving them all their own bedrooms. So we're down just into what was anyway the left wing at this point, right? Or I suppose the right wing, depending on which way you're facing it. I mean, this is a logistics nightmare. This is a logistics nightmare. Look at it all. Where the hell was I supposed to store all of this crap? Oh, God. We might have to build a whole new wing on this ship, if you can call it a space station, just to get all of this stuff stored. Wow. I really underestimated the incredible amount of stuff that we've got. I also underestimated the amount of beds that we'd need, apparently. We maxed out a little temporary cube station here. We can't build it any bigger, but I think things are pretty effectively rammed in there. You've got the 4 drop pods. We're not going to be able to keep both shuttles, but to be fair, this shuttle is doing a pretty good job of ferrying things back and forth. We are genuinely slowly getting through the airlock here. We can actually see the floor now, which is quite a nice change. The botany is going pretty goddamn well. We're almost done with a full harvest there too, so then they can finally stop it in algae. Things are going okay. You know, this is better than I thought. The fact that we've only had one real problem, and that was, you know, space pirates, which I wasn't always anticipating. I say space pirates. People trying to, I assume, get revenge on us for our space piracy, which is ridiculous. Bucko's never done piracy in his life. Down to the final chunk of the penetrator. We've only got a few more things to transfer over. It's mostly biomatter and crap that really we don't need. I mean, the whole blocks, the infra blocks are obviously very nice. Then we start building our new ship. Holy crap, we are pushing this tiny little thing to its limits, though. We haven't got enough power to link everything up simultaneously, so I've just straight up cut this one off. Thank God for that. We can actually jump the bloody thing. Who are we waiting on? Who is not here? Seazig, R-Hammer, Rock Splitter. What are we waiting on here? Oh, we're abandoning that shuttle. Right, well, of course we are, because there's no bloody room for it, is there? Let's get you docked back in there, and then let's hop away fast as we can. So we are going to abandon the penetrator and a bunch of robots. For some reason, some of the robots just won't dismantle. Bear in mind, I am still playing on the experimental version. Because I didn't want to update, you know, mid-save and potentially break Bucko Drink's adventures. I'm sure it probably is save game compatible, but just to be sure. So that is, there's Bucko's ship right there, the old one anyway. So let's deploy here. There we go. That's what's left of this. So let's go ahead and abandon you. And then I suppose we'll just salvage whatever's left, right? It's not even worth it. Okay, well, there we go. We've done it. The penetrator is gone. It's now just our horrible box ship. Whoa. I suppose, in that case, we'll start working on our brand new ship. So we should be able to do that, and then we should be able to pop that there. There we go. Wait, we were going for tall boy, weren't we? Not long boy. Hang on. There we are. Let's pop you right there as close as possible. This is going to be gigantic. Holy crap. Oh, Jesus, it's huge. Wow. Right, so the first thing we want to do then, I suppose, is measure out the center of the ship, and let's get on there the... I don't think we want to go for storage or anything like that yet. What we need to do is clear some space on this to get down to the power plant, so a shuttle bay would be pretty ideal straight off the bat. So, I've built a long boy, and that's it. That's all we're doing. So we're never going to have to plan it out properly and decide what exactly we want to do with this ship. Obviously, the airlock isn't going to remain there permanently. So I think what we've got to really do is have a long boy and taper it off towards the ends, right? You know, we've got to try it. So the thing is, we will need plenty of room for engines at the bottom, which means we are going to need quite a long... Oh, man, it means we're going to need a thick bottom to it, though, aren't we? A phrase I was trying to avoid saying, but we can't. It's impossible. Because we've got to put a lot of engines on this side. Unless we... No, I'm going to have to put it on the middle. On the bottom, sorry. How am I... The people in the comments want a long boy. How am I not going to make this look phallic? We've got to make the base thicker. And then we were going to have a long boy shaft. Because that's why everybody said they wanted a sausage ship. But I've got to make the base thicker. How... You've done this to me. You've backed me into a corner here. I mean, fuck it. We could go all in, couldn't we? That would take 110 hull blocks to build. All right. Okay, sure. Do it. You know what? Let's do it in parts, so that way we're not going to have, like, half a ship. Let's take this bit away, and then we'll do that. I think that's a great idea. So here we are. Literally 12 hours later. I had to stop playing Space Haven so I could go and do all the other videos. And I'm still behind. So, what have we achieved over the course? It's day 307. Let me just go watch when I stopped recording. So, day 269 was where we left off. It's now day 307. We've got that. It's gigantic. It's ridiculous. It's huge. It's massive. It's bigger than every other ship I've ever seen. And it's fucking empty. It's completely hollow. I built 5 giant engines. We don't need 5 giant engines, not even remotely. I built that for fun and sport. And this is what we've got. There's no energy cells to make robots. We've run out of energy rods multiple times. Thank God we are here. Thank God we're in this system where they frequently get traders and visitors. Otherwise, we'd have been dead in space because I've all this energy that we've got remaining. The 8 crystals, the 24 rods. All of that is stuff from trading. Because we've been dead in space here for, I mean, months now, right? There's another ship. So it's just a case of trying to transfer everything over. It takes so fucking long. So insanely long. Bear in mind, we got 128 infra blocks. So take this one, 178 Hyperium. Ships can take 10 things per journey, 17 journeys, and they manage to get in about 3 a day. It's just an insane, insane amount of work that we've got to do here. So, fingers crossed, soon we'll get things going a little bit. Soon things will start picking up. The only problem is I'm pretty convinced at this point we're almost out of shit. Look, you can see where I've sold them quadronics components. I've started just getting rid of whatever I can in exchange for more of these bloody energy rods. So let's buy, and these as well. These are what we need to keep the robots powered. I've basically just accepted, let's just not even bother with the robots. So I've been giving them just whatever we can spare. You guys want some monster meat? Wait, what the hell's going on here? Oh, I'm giving them money that I don't have. What a bizarre system. Yeah, take some monster meat. Shit, that's still not enough, eh? Okay, this is not good. We've kind of transferred half the stuff over to one ship, half the stuff over to the other, and it's making trades like super inconvenient as well. Let's go from the Phoenix. Here, take these. Take these. These are yours. I'm fine with that. I don't even know what these blocks are used for. No idea. Just when we need them, we'll take them. Right now, we need energy rods. Do we need anything else? Probably take some, we could take some energy cells. Fuck it. I'll take the energy cells as well. Just the robots to help things very, very slightly would be fantastic. There. Take it. Look at that tiny little ship. Small. Don't do it this method, basically. Build your ship slowly over time and, you know, maybe start with the biggest ship first from the get-go rather than doing what I'm doing here, which is basically a fresh start but with a bunch of shit. I don't think I've ever taken 3 days to make an episode before. Even Kenshi, which I think is still one of the longest things that's ever taken me to record. The most hours in a day. I think I've ever done 3 days on that as well. Because I was working on this the night before the day it was supposed to come out, i.e. yesterday. Then the day it was supposed to come out, i.e. yesterday. And now today, when it's supposed to come out in 2.5 hours and I haven't even started editing it yet. And I've got like 15 hours of footage to wade through at this point to see what is usable. But like I said, I think this is the last thing I said anyway at the end of yesterday before I went to bed, that this is absolutely not the method you're supposed to do it. So don't let it, don't let this, what I'm doing now, imply that this is the correct way to go about it. Again, you would probably plan out a bit more carefully. I just thought, you know, to, as the kind of, as the kind of final hurrah here, it would be pretty... Wait, what? You know what? I don't know what that's talking about. We'll just ignore it. As the final hurrah for Bucko Drink before we get out there and destroy it. I want a ship that's capable of ending this game, you know? I want to build a ship that powerful. And this is what I'm hoping will do that. This is going far beyond what is reasonable or necessary. We're transferring over and taking apart the final bit of the Cressida. The Cressida, however you say that. The ship that has gotten us this far. Let's stop transferring that stuff over. I did briefly stop transferring things so that we could focus on getting a living area with everything they need to survive done there. We're just waiting on some power to this room so that we can get these things online. Then we should be able to start with botany and then everything should be fine. The only thing we're struggling with right now, realistically, is the food. I wish I'd have got that done. I should have already done this and this first. before the engines and the kind of production room. But I thought also with the production room, you know, it's a case of we might need more hull blocks, and we don't want to take this ship apart if we don't have any way to manufacture that and be stuck with, you know, not enough room to make anything in. So I also think something like this would be far more advisable if you actually had a big enough crew capable of making it work. We've got 6 people. We're talking 3 people to work across, well, 3 ships over the course of this entire thing, right? So it's certainly not ideal. Let's go ahead and close the vents there. And let's see if our temperature in this room is going to get to the point where it's minus 27, minus 25, 24. It's slowly heating up in there. Give it a little bit longer. Eventually, we'll have, obviously, heaters, thermal regulators throughout this entire thing, with the exception of this room, where it's probably a little bit irrelevant, given that we need a spacesuit door anyway. We'll try and make the whole ship habitable, which is something we haven't really been doing. Why don't we also close the vents on all of these doors, at least for the time being, until we make everything habitable. There's no point. We're just kind of wasting and transferring heat unnecessarily. There we go. That way, also, if we get kind of a hull breach or anything, I don't know if we can get micrometeors in this system. We've been here for a very long time now and haven't seen it, but, you know, just in case. I've also noticed that this ship is, like, dead. The SGS Nauvoo is just, like, completely dead in space. It's been here for about as long as we are, and I can't hail it. So I wonder if they've ran out of vital resources and just kind of died. A little bit of fertilizer churned out there so we can start with our food production. I need to re-optimize the kitchen again, don't I? Unless it's kept what we've got before. No, not quite. Let me sort this out and make it all nice and efficient. Wowee, that got a little dangerous. We are down to our last energy rod. We have no energium left, and I've got the operations console, the thing that we're using to hail them, powered with a solar panel. Otherwise we would be well and truly very fucked right now. Let's just give him whatever. Let's just give him some more hyperfuel. I will admit we are blowing through hyperfuel hyper fast. Yeah, take some of these. Hyperfuel we actually do need. What else have we got we can get rid of? An optronics component? Yeah, take a couple of those as well. There you go. Enjoy. Well, we can't keep doing this forever because we are going to run out of things to eventually trade away. Although the plastics are worth a fortune. We've got so many chemicals. 126 raw chemicals, 50 regular chemicals. Oh, you know what? Maybe we could do this forever. I don't want to do this forever. Kind of defeats the point of Space Haven. But we have now the penetrator in ruins. We have the other ship that we had very briefly, also in ruins. And finally, left standing out of everything is the new Bucko drink flagship, the Long Boy. We should actually rename it to the Long Boy. Hang on. The HSS Long Boy. There it is. And we've got a lot to do with it still. Now, I was kind of hoping before we set back out on our adventure that we'd be able to crack out the X3 power generator, just because it is equally as efficient, right, as the other generators, but obviously it churns out more power. So that's the one thing that we haven't yet gotten that I really wanted. We did, however, in all that time, crack out Quantum, which is quite nice. We can make a targeting jammer, which, to be fair, given that we still don't have weapons and shields on this thing, probably isn't a bad idea. I've got to restructure everything now. You know, I've got to move the airlocks, get all the kind of rest of the logistics done. We are almost through this massive hurdle. Look at it. Look upon my work. This is... I wanted, like I said, the corridors to go around the whole thing so that they can very quickly run between segments without going through separate rooms. Problem is, of course, with an airlock, we can't really do that unless we have it like bottom and center of the ship or top and center of the ship. Then it also makes it really inconvenient. We want it about halfway down, right? It's not exactly halfway there, but good enough and close enough to this to make it work as well. Same with these. That's why I want plenty of access so that we can get around the ship pretty decently fast. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping... We're halfway through X3 power generators. Got 11 rods left. I'm trading with everybody that comes into the system. I'm hoping we can just hang around until we get the X3 generators, then plan everything out here. There it is. Hull stability achieved for the HSS Long Boy. 171 basic research, 1 of the advanced research, and we will be done with everything we need to get this thing moving. Weapons, of course, are still a high priority. We need to get the shield generator down and stuff like that. But for the timing, we got 15 energy rods, so we can hang around for a bit. We are running out of things to sell. I don't really want to go any lower on the hyperfuel. I know we've got 216 in storage there, but even running and using the energy, obviously, to run this in the first place isn't ideal. We've got a fully redesigned living area there where they've actually all got a separate bedroom. They've got little tables. I'll probably give them some chairs at some point as well. Lights, thermal regulators, a separate bathroom that isn't just in the middle of the kitchen. This is luxury. We're still waiting on the meals to be or some resources to be grown here. We're very, very close to finishing that off. From where I had to kind of redo the power grid briefly, it did cut that off for long enough where they stopped growing, which was a bit of a pain in the ass, but they should be fine basically in like a day or so. Hull breach. You don't say. What are they doing? What are they doing? They've just... Oh, you know what? I bet that's where I told them to go and work on that ship as a priority. Yeah, right. So because it was a lot of logistics backed up there, I told them to go work on it as a priority. I'm a little bit surprised that they went over there to work on it as a priority when it doesn't exist. Very weird. Have they got nothing to do then? Are they just idling? Idling, taking a break, idling. We could throw down another research center, I suppose. It probably couldn't hurt. We've got room for it. Well, I mean, it looks as if we've got room for it, but we kind of don't really because of the thermal regulators and stuff. Hang on, let me move some of this stuff about. We can find room. We've got another incoming ship. I'm honestly hoping that this whatever rods we buy from this new incoming ship are the last that we're going to need. This system gets really busy at points, though. Probably doesn't help that I've left just like a shitload of space debris all over the place. Right, let's get everybody who is capable of doing research then. Why not? I will go ahead and re-enable mining. I do need to redo all of this, to be honest. The default lineup for things to do actually isn't that bad. I think I'll drop those down so they're more likely to do logistics first, because that would help out. And then we'll send them to go and pull apart these derelicts that I've just kind of ignored up to this point. So go get some scrap. What about you? Yeah, we got plenty of scrap to get from these ships. A bit pointless at this side. We do have 66 biomass still left on the penetrator. I didn't bother transferring it over because we had like hundreds. We had hundreds and hundreds on this vessel. There it is. X3 power generator. End of the research tree. I mean, with the exception of the targeting jammer. But I want to do some ship combat. So we're going to go for simple stuff now. We're going to go for like a fucking jukebox. Just try and keep their mood up a little bit. We're trading a few more energy rods from one of these ships again, just to keep the lights on, really. But we should be, as you can see there, we should be absolutely fine at this stage. So things are good. Things are good. The question is, what the hell do we need to craft these? And why do I get the feeling it might be those super blocks that we don't have? No, we're actually fine. So 0.002 to 40. And that one's 25. Wow, this is like way more efficient then, isn't it? So let's throw down a good couple of these. Let's put one on this side. And then I want to, like I said, I want to keep these kind of access walkways, for lack of a better word, in place. So let's put that there. Then we'll do another wall down there, another wall down there. This is a big moment. 1 year of Bucko drink. I know that there were 365 days to a year, but it was a leap year 4 times. I was trying to time it so that we got the level 3 power generator on exactly 1 year of Bucko. But you know what? I'll take it. 369 days is honestly a fantastic consolation prize. Let's get these things taken apart then. Inefficient, stinky engines, friendship ended with. Big X3 power generator is my new best friend. We did have to just buy some tech blocks from a passing ship, and we really, really could do with some more tech blocks as well. Energy rods as well. We can jump out, though, whenever we want at this point, because I'm sure we've got enough to make the engine work. They finally transferred the rest of the crap over from that one, and I believe all the others as well, with the exception of the biomatter, but I don't care about that. Got some scrap that seems to be, I don't entirely know, lost somewhere. Don't know what's going on with that. Let's get all this connected over. Oh, was that fast enough for all my plants to die? No, luckily. Okay, we're good. Oh, that was close. I decided there wasn't much point in putting a corridor up here for a couple of reasons. Number one, this is going to be like the top of the ship. So, I mean, where are you going to need to park? Like, you go down there so you can walk across. That's obviously just going to take longer. But I was thinking at the top of the ship here is where we'll put our prison. That way, it's a pretty good distance away from anywhere kind of, you know, storage and anything delicate. If we put the prison up here next to the generators or whatever, that's absolutely fine. Jukebox counts as a facility, eh? I mean, I suppose so. Yeah, I get it. Let's throw one of those down then. There you go. Have a little bit of music while you eat your partially reconstituted food snackies. Still like having down a few solar panels just in case of like a real big emergency. If we do need to suddenly hail a ship to buy some things, it will be the difference between life and death, I suppose. So we'll have that down there. We'll take this away and replace it with a double door. Then at the top here, I want the prison. So we'll probably just have this area as a big old prison where we can fill with bunk beds. Then we also need a hospital. So we'll do something down. It's going to be quite a large walkway at this rate. Hang on. Where's the middle of the ship? I'm pretty sure it's where these doors are. You know, I'm gonna measure it. Yeah, the doors are the center of the ship, so I don't know quite how I fucked that up so badly. That's horribly asymmetrical. that's just horrendous. There it is. The HSS Longboy. I think I'm happy to take it out for a spin then. What do you think? Should we go and jump it out of here? I don't know if we're gonna have enough power. We might actually want to... I mean, there is plenty of room for expansion in this room, of course, but we could, say forget about the solar panels. This is going to be our prison in here. And instead save room for maybe a couple more of these as well down the other side. There is room for that. So we've got planned 4 missile launchers, 4 energy turrets, another hull stabilizer to give us a bit more HP, and then a shield generator and a scanner as well. We've got the medical bay there planned out. Just need a few blocks and things to be delivered there. Prison's going to be all the way up here where they are in a more or less harmless area of the ship where they can't really do anything. I think we're ready. I think after all this time, 2 days of playing, we're ready to jump out and go and get some energy of our own. Just waiting for this trade to finalize. They're dropping off a few more energy rods, and then let's get the hell out of here. And eventually I'll decorate it. We'll do something with the sides. We'll do something interesting with it, but this has been so much fucking building. Holy crap. Let's go back to that high abundant resource system, and let's grab everything. Let's take the lot. Okay, so we are going to leave behind this, of course. Robots left behind 6. That's because they're all broken down. Let's get out of here. Goodbye, robots, and goodbye, the HSS Cressida. You were very nice in, you're very helpful in allowing us to transfer all that stuff over. Now, Bucko's got places to be. And I think the first place we're probably going to go to is grabbing some energy, actually. Oh, it's ridiculous. Oh, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. The fun bus is here. Destination, Bucko Drink. So our final goal then for this series, get those guns online and kill absolutely everybody. I'm not even sure whether or not this is enough power to take on everybody, you know, without so much of a care in the world. I'm sure there are some tactics to it. We're going to have to practice on some civilian ships to try and figure out what we're doing before we try and take on the Federation or anything like that. But moods are going to be higher. Meals have never been better. Industry is optimized and all kind of segmented away there. We've got resources all nicely set up. This is going to be great. This is going to be fantastic. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for your patience over the past couple of days while it's while I've, you know, had to get all this stuff built and thrown together. It's taken an incredible investment of time, more than I anticipated. So we'll see how this goes. Thank you. I will update the Patreon list ready for tonight as well, and I'll make sure I get responding to everybody as well. I've just been so behind schedule with the visit, and of course this taking as long as it has actually taken, but we should be back and clear, ready to get on with things as per usual. Thank you in the meantime, of course, to Athon, Chris, Bellman, Kate, Dranmere, Major Mythical, Scourge, Jusada, Ziggy117, Nil Draith, MJ, Emily, Psychofire, Ashen Jack, and Queen Bav Morda, along with everyone else, of course, the executive producer tiers over on Patreon. Thank you guys for making the channel possible in the first place and giving me the time to make Bucko's dreams come true. Thank you. Thank you as well to Astro Bogey, Epilogue, Prince Medixis, William, Jesus, Eutychus, House of Blues, Logic of Elder, Zega the Chaos King, Delicate and Hunt, Edzuki, Rave Pirate, Donald, and Unique Weapon.